Good morning and welcome to my channel. My name's Julie, and if you're new here, I am currently on a weight loss journey. So this is my check-in. I do these every 2 weeks. If you're existing, thank you for coming back and supporting me. It is very much appreciated. I have been on this weight loss journey currently since January. I've been dieting my entire life and I've done everything from Slimming World, I've done Noom, I've done Atkins, I've done Weight Watchers, you name it, I've done it. If there's a diet out there, I will have tried it. It's very sunny in here today. I'm going to see if I can adjust the lighting slightly. There we go. Maybe I can actually see what I'm doing now. So I've done everything there is to know about dieting. I've done it. I've had a real up and down journey. So when I started my channel, I was doing Slimming World and I lost about 3 or 4 stone, I think. I can't remember off the top of my head. I think 4 stone. And I was doing really well. And then I fell out of love with Slimming World and it stopped working for me. I always get to a point where I get so far and then it just stops working for me. I just don't seem to be able to lose any more weight. And I also wasn't happy with how it was affecting my relationship with food. So I came away from Slimming World and started calorie counting. Then I had a real rough few years with work and my dad passed away a couple of years ago, and it really did affect everything like what I was doing. So anyway, January I refocused. I went with somebody called the Real Loss Boss. He set my calories and I started on this new journey. I stepped away from the Real Loss Boss purely because I wasn't really using him for any support. So he set my calories, I'd do my check-in, which was just me sort of sending him my details of how much weight I'd lost, and that was it. I didn't really go on his TikToks because I just don't get a chance to do it. A lot of them were during the day when I was working, and so I decided just to go it alone. So I have been doing this now alone for quite some time. I've got my book, which I filled in this week with all of my details and stuff. I'll do that for my thumbnail to make it easier. So yeah, in the back of my bullet journal, I have all my weights and my measurements. So I have weighed in. So my weigh-in normally is on a Friday. I always do it on a Friday and I record this on a Sunday morning just because that's kind of how it falls and how it's easier for me. This week I did it slightly differently. I actually weighed on Saturday morning, which was yesterday for me. There was a couple of reasons for that. So this week we've had Tom's graduation, which was a big celebration, and we went out for a meal, and that was on the Thursday night, and that was weighing very heavy in my stomach. So I decided, we went quite late, I decided on Friday morning that I was unsure whether I was going to weigh in or not, and then I ended up taking Ewan and his colleague to work, which affected my timings. I had to leave at a different time. I got back and it was a bit of a rush, so I decided not to do the weigh-in. I kind of forgot actually. So then I was going to weigh in yesterday and I was out for another meal on Friday night, and I thought, oh, do I just leave weighing in? And I just thought, no, I need to see what the damage is. I need to draw a line under it, whatever it is. If you watch, I haven't got my vlogs done yet, but this will go up before my vlogs. But my next vlogs that you'll see that I have stuck to calories the best I can. But Thursday, which was Tom's graduation, we went to Popeyes for lunch. That was his choice, not mine. I wanted to go somewhere nice and have a nice sit down meal. Popeyes. So I counted the calories. It was a whopping, for a 5 tender meal with chips, something like 1,000 calories, but then I only ate 4 and I didn't eat my chips, so it did bring it down. So, and then we went out for a meal in the evening, so I'm fairly sure I was over calories that day. But it's been a fairly good week apart from that. I did have a day where I had salad, but I had lots of like pastry products on it. So I had like a little mini sausage roll, a piece of quiche. So that was quite a high calorie day. Well, quite high calorie lunch. I still was in calories for the day, but, and this is the beauty with calories, is that you can accommodate these things. I view my calories over the week. So generally, if I have a day where I'm slightly over, I'm not concerned about it because I know I can make up for it on one of the other days. Your body doesn't know really, apart from your sleep, one day to another. So really, if you look at your calories over a week, it just gives you a bit more scope. And it also just means that mentally, if you think you've gone off the rails, you know, you can sort of like adjust for it. Whereas if I think I've gone off the rails, I then continue to spiral. So for me, mentally, it's done me a big favour. Get my words out. As has weighing in every 2 weeks. That seems to work better for me than weighing in weekly. Even if I sneak on the scales in between times, it does seem to work better for me. Anyway, I'll jump straight into it. So I wasn't expecting loss this week. I did say last week I thought this would be my first, well, not my first. I keep saying it's going to be my first gain and I haven't had a gain yet. I did expect it to be not good this week just because I knew I'd got these plans right close to weigh day. But I stepped on the scale. I put a screenshot in of the scales, and I'll put a screenshot in of the Renpho app because one shows in pounds and one shows it in stones and pounds. But I'll show you my book quickly if you can see that. I don't know if you can see that or not. Is it focused? Hopefully that's focused. Basically, last time I weighed, I was 176.4, and this time I weigh in at 175.8. Now, I normally knock off the end digits, which means I just count the pounds. And if I did that, it would be a pound, but it's actually just under a pound. I think it's like more like, I don't know, what is it? So 0.4, I don't know, I can't work it out. It's under a pound, but it's like, even if I count it as half a pound, it's a loss. So I'm very pleased with that. I did actually do my measurements this time, and my measurements haven't really changed apart from my waist measurement's gone down a little bit, and it doesn't surprise me because from when I last did my measurements, realistically I've only lost about 3 pounds, so I don't expect my measurements to change dramatically in that time. Going forward, plans. So I have been on this calories for, well, since January, the same amount of calories per day, which is I think 1,847. I'll have to put on screen if it's different to that. And I kept saying I'm not going to adjust it, I'm not going to adjust it. At the moment, I've gone through a bit of a transition with my workouts, and I'll talk about that in a minute. So I've decided that I think I'm going to knock off 100 calories a day and reduce it down to 1,747. That should save me 700 calories a week, and although that doesn't make a huge amount of difference from a weight loss perspective, because it's something like 3,500 calories to get a pound off, I'm already in a deficit. So, and I don't eat my exercise calories. So as long as I continue to exercise, I'm still in quite a big deficit, because when I'm doing my workouts, I'm actually very active. So that's why I'm allowed more calories, because you have to fuel your body. And that's why I was reluctant to reduce my calories down, because I kind of think if I reduce it too much, it's a very, very fine line and a balancing act with calories. If you don't fuel your body enough, not only do you not have the energy to work out effectively, so then that stops your progress working out, it also makes it hard to get your protein in, and obviously that's important if you want to grow muscles. Muscles burn calories because it boosts your metabolism. So there's lots of reasons why I want to keep my calories where they were, but my weight loss is very, very slow now. And I know I've had meals out, but it is extremely slow. And I've been really patient with it, and I'm quite happy losing like half a pound or a pound and just chipping away at it. But I kind of feel like myself, I need a bit of a boost of weight loss just to keep me on this journey, because when it is so slow and when you're not seeing a dramatic change in your clothes, it is hard to stay motivated. So I am still motivated, and I want to stay motivated. So I'm going to, I think, reduce by 100, possibly 200. I shall see how it goes. What I'm finding is my workouts that I was doing were a bit more intensive than what I'm doing at the moment. I have had a lot of trouble with my left leg, and I really want to try and get back into running. So I'm doing a bit of run walking, but only once or twice a week. I think if I go back to my full running, and if my workouts go back to what they were, I will happily go back up in calories again. But at the moment, I've gone from doing a 45-minute workout and a Peloton workout, and at the moment I'm mainly doing a half an hour workout a day and the occasional Peloton workout thrown in. My walking has reduced because Luna's leg was bad. She's actually okay again now, so we're starting to increase the walking a bit more again, and I'm hoping that I'm going to get out for a few more walks as well. Work's been quite stressful and intensive, so that's what's also affected my workouts, because it's just been very, very hard. It's hard to motivate myself. I found that my workouts that I was doing a program called 645, which I was really, really enjoying, and a lot of it was mobility and strengthening, and I was getting a lot out of it. But as I progressed through the program and I got to stage 2, I actually got to the end of week 7, which is quite an achievement, I think. And I just found that every day I was working out, I needed a day to rest in between. And I wasn't looking forward to the workouts anymore. I was starting to dread doing them because I knew that I was going to have this pain after. So, sorry, it's just coming. So I decided this week that I was going to change it up, and I've actually gone to a workout program still on Body called 4 Weeks for Everybody. And that particular workout program is only half an hour a day for 4 days a week. So I am throwing other things in as well. I'm not just doing that. So I switched to 4 Weeks for Everybody, which is 30 minutes per day, and it's for 4 days a week. And I'm throwing other stuff in as well. So I'm hoping that because it's 4 days a week, I'll be able to put my running in between times. And I've even bought some more running trainers. I've got 2 pairs of running trainers now that I've bought in order to try and make sure that I've got the best thing for my legs possible. And yeah, and that's going really, really well. It's a very low impact workout. You've got a Pilates ball, so you're using that in various different ways, which is really sort of helping you to use your muscles that you perhaps wouldn't do normally. So you put it between your legs to, obviously you're clutching it with your thighs while you're doing other moves, so it means you're exercising your thighs all the time. It's fairly low weights, it's not heavy weights at the moment. I'm at the start of the program. It's more reps for a minute than heavy weights at the moment. Whether that changes throughout the program, I don't know, but there's just no jumping, which is ideal with my legs being dodgy at the moment. So I'm really enjoying it. I'm looking forward to working out again, which is the main thing, because you know, you've got to enjoy movement, you've got to enjoy exercise, because if you don't, you just won't do it. So going forward, that's my plan. So I'm going to reduce my calories slightly. I'll let you know for definite when I start doing my what I eat in a day, so my new calories. Obviously, you'll have a couple of vlogs which will be on my old calories, because I'm a little bit behind on editing because of work. And then I'll be switching to my new calories, and hopefully we'll see a bit more of a weight loss come off. I'm hoping that happens. I'm really enjoying my exercise still, and I think that's a big part for me of staying on track. No other plans. I've got nothing really that will stop me over the next 2 weeks of having a good loss, because I've got no sort of big meals out. I mean, I'm in a family household, so there's quite often that, you know, that everyone will want to have a takeaway or something, so that does happen, and that's life, isn't it? You know, this is real life for all of us. This isn't just a one-off diet. This is how it's going to be for me for the rest of my life. I know I'm prone to putting weight on, so I know I've got to follow some sort of, not diet, but I've got to follow some sort of way of eating to make sure that I stay healthy and also don't put weight back on. Anyway, enough talking. I've rambled on for long enough. Eddie wants to get in the shower, so I'm going to go. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments how you're getting on, what you're doing, and I think I might do a video of the people that I'm watching at the moment that are doing weight loss journeys on YouTube. I watch lots of YouTube and lots of different types of YouTube, including sort of like knitting stuff, so I won't include any of that, but I might just include the people that I'm watching for weight loss at the moment. So if you've got anybody that you recommend that I might not have found, if you could pop it into the comments, that'd be really good. It's always good to have new people to watch and new inspiration. Somebody commented on my video the other day, my one with the herb pots, and said that she'd seen 3 people who'd done it. So I actually googled, well, actually searched on YouTube for the purple turtle, and found someone called Claire Howard. I think I'll have to put her name on screen, she's got far more subscribers than I've got. She's doing Slimming World, and I've started watching her vlogs, and they're brilliant. So it's made me think, oh, you know, there are people out there that I perhaps haven't come across, because YouTube algorithms work in a very weird way, as we know. I mention the people that I watch regularly when I'm watching them, but it would be nice to find some more people, and obviously I will try and do a video and record that and just say who I'm watching currently and who I'm enjoying. I might do all of the YouTubers that I watch and just do it in sections and put chapters in, because, you know, you might be interested in other things apart from weight loss as well. Anyway, if you're here for the check-ins and weigh-ins, I'll be back in 2 weeks with the next one. If you're here for vlogs, there might even be one later today if I get a chance to edit. And I shall see you very soon for the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye.